Hello, dear students. Greetings of the day. I am Mohammad Zishan. Welcome you to the online classes of Blooming Words Code School, Sambal. Dear students, today we are going to study the third chapter of history, which is Jainism and Buddhism. So far, we have studied about the two chapters, that is the Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization and Vedic culture. We studied that Vedic culture or Vedic civilization lasted till 600 BC or 500 BC. Now, in 600 BC only, the emergence of two religions, Jainism and Buddhism, took place. Now, what were the reasons why this religion emerged at 6th century BC, and who were the founder of these two religions, and what actually this religion preaches? That thing we are going to study in this chapter. So, we will start this chapter by just having a brief introduction, that is Jainism and Buddhism emerged during post-Vedic period, means after Vedic period in 6th century BC. These religions were founded by Lord Gautam Buddha. Lord Buddha or Mahatma Buddha, he is the founder of Buddhism, and Lord Mahavira or Mahavir Swami was the founder of Jainism. Mahavir Swami was the 24th Tirthankar of Jainism, and but even then he is called the founder of Jainism. So, dominance of Brahmins and complexity of Vedic religion and its Sanskrit language became the reason for evolution of these two religions. Why these two religions emerged? These two religions emerged because the Vedic religion became very complex. So many rituals and religious rites were forcefully practiced. Poor people were not able to bear the expenses of yajnas and various other religious rites. So uh, then it was very difficult to understand also, because the language of commoners was Pali and Prakrit, and whereas the language of this Vedic religion was Sanskrit. So people were not able to understand Sanskrit. That is why they didn't understand the Vedic religion properly, and then that religion led to uh, decline. Okay, it was declined gradually. Now, dear students, in this lecture, I am going to teach you about the sources of Vedic, sources of Jainism and Buddhism. From where do we come to know about the Jainism and Buddhism, about these two religions? So here, uh, this portion of syllabus is not in syllabus of class ninth for the session 2020 and 21 because of pandemic COVID-19. But even then, I would like to record this lecture for the people, those who are going to appear in ninth class in the next years. So you people may leave this if you want, otherwise you can go through these lectures. It will help you to understand the chapter properly. So Angas and Tripitakas and Jatkas, these three sources we will study about, and these sources gives us information about the Jainism and Buddhism. So we know that the Angas and Purvas are the religious scriptures of Jainism. So we will study Anga here. Angas are the 12 parts of teaching of Lord Mahavira compiled by his disciples. So the teachings of Lord Mahavira were compiled by his disciples, and these 12 parts together are called what? Dwadasangi. Dwadashangi. The foremost of these angas are Acharang Sutra or Acharang Sutra. Acharang Sutra means how your achar or how your conduct will be there. Code of conduct for Jain monks. So in this part there is a code of conduct for Jain monks. Then there is Vyakhya Pragyanapati or Bhagavati Sutra. It explains Jain doctrines in comprehensive manner. So this Vyakhya Pragnapati gives the Vyakhya of Jain tenets, Jain principles, right? And in comprehensive manner. The Angas are regarded as most important part of Jain doctrines. Doctrines means the principles of a religion, right? Tenets of a religion. They discuss religious rites, stages of a household's life, the vows of chastity, rules of conduct, and Jain philosophy. So, in Angas, these many things are there. They discuss religious rites, stages of householders' life, how many stages will be there, vows of chastity. Chastity means you can say to morality, okay, right? To be away with to be away from obscenity, okay, and rules of conduct and Jain philosophy. These things are there. And then we are having Tripitikas. This is a source which gives us information about Buddhism. So Tripitaka are the most important literary works of the Buddhist. These are written in Pali language. So Tripitakas are written in Pali language, and the literary meaning of Tripitik, three means three. Pitikas means baskets. So actually these were the three baskets where the teachings of Lord Buddha were kept. Okay. So we are having these three Pitikas. First is Vinay Pitaka, second is Sut Pitaka, and the third is Abhidhamma Pitaka, right? So Vinay Pitaka, it deals with the rules and regulations which Buddha promulgated for monks and nuns. So in Vinay Pitaka, rules and regulations for monks and nuns are given, and whereas in Sut Pitaka, it comprises the discourses, or you can say discussion of Buddha on various occasions. So whatever Buddha discussed, various teachings of Buddha, okay, his discussions, his tells, his teachings, his conversation is in Sut Pitaka. Then third is Abhidhamma Pitaka. It deals with Buddhist philosophy. It describes things like the working of human mind and the state of matter. So we come to know about the Buddhist philosophy, right, from Abhidhamma Pitaka, and it describes things like working of human mind, how human mind work, and what is the state of matter. Means all the things which are related to the philosophy, principles and teachings of Buddhism are kept in Abhidhamma Pitaka. All the rules and regulations for monks are kept in Vinay Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka deals with the discourses of Buddha on various occasions. Then the last source is Jatakas. Jataka again belongs to Buddhism, right? Jataka refers to the tales which describes the previous births of Buddha in both human and animal forms. So you must have read Jatak Kathaएं in school. Okay, one book is there in library also. So in Jatak Katha, you are told so many stories of Buddha and his previous life, his previous birth, right? So these are the stories. Jatakas refer to the tales which describes the previous births of Buddha in both human and animal forms. Jatakas throw significant light on the political, economic, and social conditions of people from the 5th to 2nd century BC, okay, from 5th century BC to 6th century BC, right? How the people were, how their political, economic, and social condition was, okay. These all things are explained, or you can say the information regarding the social, political, and economic status or condition of people during 5th to 6th century BC has been given in Jatakas. Okay, in the stories, from the stories, the political, economic, and social conditions is reflected. Okay, so they also reflects Buddhist morals, morals, ethics, and principles. Right. So these are the three sources from where we come to know about Jainism and Buddhism. So namely, it is Angas, right? Like you have read already, Angas and Purvas, okay, and Tripitakas, three baskets, and Jatakas. Jatakas are the stories of Buddha, or Buddha's stories of Buddha's previous births or previous life, and Tripitakas are having three pitiks or baskets called Vinaypitaka, Sotpitaka, and Abhidhamma. Vinaypitaka deals with the rules and regulations for monks, and Sutpitaka deals with the discourses of Buddha on various occasions. Abhidhamma deals with what? Buddhist philosophy. Okay, so these things you have to remember. In next lecture, we are going to study the causes for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. Thank you so much.